It all started as a story of friendship and shared dreams. Alex Carter, a world-renowned celebrity chef, was at the peak of his career. Known for his innovative dishes and larger-than-life personality, Alex had built an empire. He wasn't just a chef, he was a brand. But behind the bright lights of his kitchen and the glamour of television appearances, Alex carried a secret tied to the man who had been by his side for over a decade. This man was Jake Peterson, Alex's closest friend and business partner. Jake wasn't just a colleague, he was practically family. The two met in culinary school where their shared passion for food and mutual respect blossomed into a deep friendship. They had built everything together, the restaurants, the fame and the trust of millions who adored them. Jake was the quiet force behind Alex's success, managing the business side of things while Alex stayed in the spotlight. Together, they seemed unstoppable. But fame and fortune often test even the strongest of bonds. Behind the scenes, tensions were brewing between Alex and Jake. Whispers of disagreements about money and credit for their success began to surface. Jake felt he deserved more recognition for his role in their empire, while Alex believed his charisma and talent were what had brought them to the top. These arguments were brushed aside in public, but close friends could see the cracks forming in their once solid partnership. Then came the night that would change everything. It was supposed to be a celebration, a private dinner in one of Alex's high-end restaurants to toast their latest success. Jake arrived early, as he always did, ensuring everything was perfect. Alex, fashionably late, walked in with his usual charm, but there was an undeniable tension in the air. As the evening wore on, what began as a toast to friendship turned into a heated exchange of accusations. Words were said that couldn't be taken back. And then, just like that, Jake was gone. The next morning, news broke that Jake Peterson had died under suspicious circumstances. The police ruled out an accident almost immediately. The cause of death? Poisoning. What made the case even more chilling was the fact that Jake's last meal was prepared by Alex himself. How could this happen? Was it an accident or something far more sinister? Before we go any further, take a moment to follow us and turn on the notification bell. Stories like these deserve to be heard, and your support helps us uncover the truth behind the most shocking betrayals. The news of Jake Peterson's death spread like wildfire. The shocking details, poisoning, a private dinner, and Alex Carter at the center of it all, dominated headlines. Fans were stunned. How could the charismatic chef they admired be involved in such a tragedy? The police quickly launched an investigation, and what they uncovered would leave everyone speechless. Detectives began by piecing together the events of that fateful night. Witnesses confirmed that Alex and Jake had been the only ones in the restaurant's private dining room. The meal, a signature dish Alex had prepared himself, was served without the help of any staff. Surveillance footage showed Alex walking into the kitchen alone and carrying the plated meal to the table. It seemed impossible for anyone else to have tampered with the food. But the investigation wasn't that straightforward. As detectives dug deeper, they found cracks in Alex and Jake's partnership that suggested there was more to the story. Financial records showed that Jake had recently withdrawn a significant amount of money from their joint accounts without informing Alex. Additionally, emails between the two revealed growing animosity. In one email, Jake had written, "You've taken everything from me, I won't stay silent anymore." What had Jake meant by this? Was he planning to expose Alex for something? The autopsy report confirmed that Jake had been poisoned with a rare substance not typically found in food. This poison wasn't something that could be obtained easily, raising even more questions. How had Alex gotten his hands on it, if at all? Was it possible someone else had a motive and access to the poison? As the investigation progressed, the spotlight on Alex grew brighter and harsher. Fans and media outlets speculated wildly. Some believed Alex had snapped under the pressure of fame and a fractured friendship. Others suggested he was being framed by someone looking to ruin his career. But one thing was certain, the evidence was stacking up against him. Then, a crucial discovery shifted the entire narrative. A junior staff member at the restaurant came forward with a startling revelation. He claimed to have overheard a heated argument between Alex and Jake the night of the dinner. According to the staffer, Alex had said, "You don't know what I'm capable of." It was a chilling statement, but did it prove intent? Or was it just the product of a heated exchange between two friends? The investigation also uncovered inconsistencies in Alex's alibi. He had initially told police he spent the night in his private quarters at the restaurant, but security footage showed him leaving the premises for over an hour before Jake's body was discovered. Where had he gone? And why had he lied? As the investigation entered its final stages, the weight of the evidence against Alex Carter seemed overwhelming. The once celebrated chef found himself at the center of a media storm. Every detail of his life was dissected, every decision questioned, but the truth was still murky. Was Alex guilty of killing his best friend, or was he a victim of a carefully orchestrated frame-up? Detectives continued to probe Alex's personal and professional life. What they uncovered painted a picture of a man under immense pressure. Financial troubles were looming over his empire, partnerships were strained, and Jake's withdrawal of money from their accounts had added fuel to the fire. Furthermore, Jake had been preparing to make a public statement, though no one knew what he intended to reveal. Could this have been the breaking point? Then a bombshell piece of evidence emerged. Forensic experts discovered traces of the poison not only in the food served to Jake, but also in the restaurant's storage. This raised the possibility that the poison had been planted, but by whom? All eyes turned back to Alex, who had sole access to the storage room. However, Alex's legal team argued that the poison could have been placed there by someone seeking to frame him. The case took another turn when investigators found a deleted email from Jake's account. The email, addressed to an unknown recipient, contained this ominous line: "I know what he did, and I'm going to tell the world." But who was Jake referring to? Could there have been someone else in Alex and Jake's circle with a motive to silence him? Then came the trial. In a packed courtroom, the prosecution painted Alex as a man driven by anger and desperation. They argued that Alex saw Jake as a threat to his career and reputation, someone who needed to be silenced. They cited the argument overheard by the junior staff member and Alex's unexplained absence from the restaurant that night as damning evidence. Alex's defense team, however, told a different story. They claimed Alex had been set up by someone seeking to destroy his empire. They pointed to the planted poison and the possibility that Jake's mysterious email was directed at another person entirely. They argued that Alex's fame made him an easy target for suspicion. The courtroom was tense as the jury deliberated. And then the verdict came guilty. Alex Carter was sentenced to life in prison for the murder of Jake Peterson. The decision left many satisfied, but others questioning whether the full truth had been uncovered. Even behind bars, Alex maintained his innocence. In interviews, he spoke about his regrets over the fight with Jake, but insisted he would never harm his best friend. Fans were divided. Some believed in his guilt, while others argued he had been the victim of a conspiracy. Jake's family, though devastated, found some solace in the verdict. "We'll never know why this happened," his sister said in a tearful statement, "but we hope this brings us a little bit of peace." This case remains a chilling reminder of how quickly trust can shatter, and how ambition, betrayal, and secrets can destroy even the strongest bonds. But what do you think? Was Alex Carter truly guilty, or was there more to this story than we'll ever know? If you found this story compelling, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell. Share your thoughts in the comments. Do you believe justice was served? And stay tuned for more stories of betrayal, ambition, and the pursuit of truth on justice and betrayal. Betrayal can come from the people closest to us. Until next time, stay curious, stay questioning, and remember, justice doesn't always come easily. Subscribe for more stories that uncover the darker side of human nature.